Many people come to the Erliao Highland before dawn to take photos and wait for the first ray of the morning sun to enjoy the breathtaking view of the landscape. The sunrise here is the most renowned in southern Taiwan. The regular toiling farmers show up early in the morning for plentiful harvest.
敬奉玉皇大帝大天尊，保庇在众地主平安，事业顺遂，五谷丰收，国泰民安，风调雨顺，合境平安。
Taiwan's largest farm is here, at the center of the Jianan Plain. The early morning scene in Tainan is nothing but leisurely, no rush. Tainan locals can easily assist newcomers along their travels, showing you warm hospitality. Did you eat yet? And where do you want to go? Are the most common greetings.
果丸桂啊，还有轮饼啊，这边你如果现吃的话，可以在这里吃就可以了。所以我等下走去那里。哎，对，就可以吃到了。这边有那个沙巴鱼梅都有。哦，哎，如果要现吃的话，不用跑那么远。哦，就我等下走过去就可以。对，过去也有卖花桂啊。
The old street market stalls are like the personal dining tables of many Tainan people. There are so many options for breakfast that you'll have trouble making a decision of what to choose.
小姐，这是你的综合。台南是沙巴的故乡，咱逐天的早市啊，拢用上界青的、上界早，对不对？做出咱种上界传统的口味，互咱台南人上界有活力的。
In Tainan, I encounter a city that is full of vitality. Walking around Tainan allows visitors to pay a visit to a place that has the highest density of historical sites island-wide. The old Tainan Weather Bureau is called Pepper Shaker by Tainanese people. The old Tainan Joint Government Office has become the National Museum of Taiwan Literature. The official residence, banks, police stations, the old Tainan Martial Arts Academy, and many other historical sites have been integrated into our daily lives.
台南是很多作家都喜欢描写的一个城市，有很多的文学场景都很有味道，在老街巷弄里面很有趣的，我们可以去走走的。
There is an architectural exhibition of both the East and the West. In Tainan, I encounter a city full of architectural charm and treasures. Many snacks have a unique historic background that dates far back, whether it's a bowl of beef soup or braised pork rice. Walking into old streets and old alleys, you can see elaborate traditions, bamboo art, embroidery, and sculpture. Their feel and craftsmanship are still vividly represented in those century-old shops. From many old buildings are derived many new creations. You may find coffee shops situated in antique houses next to old temples. You may indulge in this city using each of your 5 senses.
你们这里到处都是咖啡店，感觉起来好悠闲哦。
这里就是台南，台南就这样子。
Tainan bears new appearances in generations while spreading antique flavors. An enjoyable tour here means a slow, idle, and leisurely day. In Tainan's mountainous areas, each cup of coffee has its own story. When you look into the distance, you'll feel relaxed and joyful, and you'll want to take in every breath of the landscape intertwined with B&Bs and plantations. Guanziling Hot Spring is one of the 3 natural mud hot springs worldwide. You will surely get relaxed and beautified, both mentally and physically. Tainanese people live at a slow and leisurely pace, forging a kind of action art and drawing many young artists to engage in farmland jobs. They make an effort to learn from the lands. In Tainan's countryside, there are more passions and more smiles. The island's earliest, largest, and most plentiful reservoirs are here. Soraya National Scenic Area has groundwater conservation projects, and its length of irrigation channels can cover almost half of the Earth's circumference. In the Southwest Coast National Scenic Area lies Taiwan's largest lagoon. Every year, nearly 2/3 of the world's black-faced spoonbills come to Tainan for their winter. Taiwan's oldest salt fields, largest solar salt fields, and largest salt mountains are here.
为什么台南这么多的盐田啊？
你抬起头来就可以看到很大的太阳。那台南地区是全台湾日照率最高的地方。
Taijiang National Park was once a historic battlefield between the Dutch and Koshinga. Now, it has one of Taiwan's only 2 international wetlands. In the 3 national scenic areas, we encounter the unique scenery of Tainan. Tainan has many green tunnels, not only for protection of the environment, but for an aggressive development of green energy. In science parks, there are large-scale solar power systems. In civic centers and parks, there are buildings constructed with solar panels. Aside from science parks, solar panels can be seen on the roof of the train station, school buildings, and even museums. They have become a common building material in Tainan. Through the combination of environmentalism and technology, I see a city mastering green energy. There are a lot of science parks in Tainan, specifically including Taiwan Orchid Plantation, a biotech science park, which is the world's largest orchid production base and has the most varieties. Colorful flowers are blooming in many corners of Tainan. Greenheart Park, which was built in 1937, and Tainan Park, which was established in 1917, have always seen groups of people and clusters of flowers. The bike lanes in Tainan are endowed with green canopies. Barclay Park, that won the FIABC Prix d'Excellence Award, is renowned for its ecological reconstruction.
你们在拍什么啊？
我现在在拍小啄木。
那啄木鸟在哪里？
它在前面的一个小树洞里面，中间这边。
在那边。
对对对。
那现在怎么没有出来？
因为它现在就是它会去，它像狱卒，然后它要去抓小虫给它的小孩子吃。
I have encountered a low-carbon and leisurely garden city, being in Tainan. The busy night markets is a party Tainan holds every night. Music and groups of people on the squares form a cluster of interactions at night. People exchange with each other their emotions about the city at the end of the day. Gazing into the night sky in Tainan, when cosmic lights gradually die out, still they exist in your heart. The scenery and atmosphere you experienced day in and day out. Just stay for another few days and continue to be moved by the life in Tainan.